Hello my friend, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to look at composition of functions. So you can see here we use the notation. This is small circle, right? So that represents the composition of f and g functions. Okay, so this is the composition notation. So as you can see, f composition g of x means f of g of x. So f composed with g or f of g of x. So that's how we pronounce this composition of function, right? Here as you can see, this g of x is your inside function, right? And this f is the outside function. Okay, so as you can see, the values of the f function is the values of g function, because g of x is the inside function, right? Okay, so let's look at some examples. My f of x equals x squared and g of x equals 7x minus 1. We have to find g of f of x and f of g of x, right? Both way. So let's look at this one. G of f of x, I can write down this one as this, right? Which is, your second function is the inside function and first function is your outside function. So g is my outside function, inside function is f of x. Okay, so what is that? F of x function is x squared, right? So I'm going to write g inside f of x is x squared, right? F of x function is x squared. Now I have to look at g function. So for the g function, my x value now is x squared. So my g of x equals 7x minus 1. So instead of this x, I have to substitute now x squared, right? So this one equals g of x squared, right? So that means what? My 7, instead of x, I substitute x squared minus 1, right? So this is 7x squared minus 1. So this is the answer for g of f of x, the composition. G composed f, right, is 7x squared minus 1. So let's look at the other one. F of g of x, which is g of x is the inside function, f is the outside function. So outside function and inside function, right? So this is my inside function. So f of g of x, my g of x is this one, right? So f of what? G of x, 7x minus 1. So what is your f of x function? F of x equals x squared. So I have to substitute, instead of this x, 7x minus 1 for this function, right? That means 7x minus 1 square, because when you have x value, then your f of x equals x squared. When you have 7x minus 1 value, then f of 7x minus 1 is 7x minus 1 square, right? Okay, so then your f of g of x equals 7x minus 1 square. If you want, you can expand this one, right? So this is a quadratic function, because this is also a quadratic function, and you should also get a quadratic function for this one, right? According to these two functions, right? Okay, now let's look at another example. Your f of x equals 6x minus 5. Your g of x equals 8 minus 3x. Let's find f of g of x. So f of g of x equals, so inside function is g of x, outside is f of g of x, right? So you can write this one. Your g of x equals 8 minus 3x. So f of 8 minus 3x, my inside function, right? Now I have to look at the function f. So as you can see, at x equals x, right? F of function is 6x minus 5. So instead of this x, I have now 8 minus 3x, right? So you have to substitute 8 minus 3x instead of this x. So 6, 8 minus 3x minus 5. So you can simplify a little bit here. 6 times 8, 48 minus 3 times 6, 18x minus 5. So this is negative 18x plus 43, right? So this is your composition f of g of x, right? So let's look at g of f of x. So as you can see, g of f of x, my inside function is f function, outside one is g function. Okay, so this is my inside function. My inside function f of x equals 6x minus 5. So I'm going to write g of 6x minus 5, right? Now look at the g function. G of x equals 8 minus 3x. So in this case, I have g of 6x minus 5. Instead of this x, I have now 6x minus 5. So when you have x, your g function is 8 minus 3x. So when you have 6x minus 5, what do you have? You have 8 minus 3 of 6x minus 5, right? So then you can simplify this one. This is 18x plus 15, right? Negative 18x plus, how much is this? 23. 8 plus 15. 23, right? Okay. So that is how you find the composition of two functions. I hope you understand this one. If you have any questions, please comment, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. Bye.